are fucking freaks and all my friends are fucking nuts, but they're all fucking friends to me 'cause all my friends are fucked.
Welcome to All My Friends Are Fucked, a podcast with the word friends in it. And we have invited 0 of our friends onto this podcast.
We have no friends.
Dude, we are each other's friends.
Yeah.
So there's that. No, you have lots of friends.
I don't.
Oh.
I think you have more friends than me.
I do have a lot of friends, actually.
That's the thing. I have a lot of friends, like people, acquaintances, but I guess like close friends, that's different.
Well, let's break it down, right? Because there's best friends. There's good friends.
Yeah.
Then are we in acquaintance? I feel like there's something in between before we get to acquaintance. To me, acquaintance is, you know my name, I know your name, but we don't hang out.
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone's in like the same kind of
like
category.
A friend, right?
Everyone's
and then
just
I have,
a friend.
Like my close friend. Yeah.
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 Cool. I feel like the energy right now, what are you? Hold on, I need to like shake it off.
Is it because you're scared of playing the game?
I'm terrified of playing this game. You already like psychoanalyzed me about what I feel like.
What about earlier? What we were talking about?
Well,
when did I psycho it?
When you were like, I feel like you're afraid to be vulnerable on camera, which is like a duh, right?
Yeah, that was a deep psychoanalysis of mine.
I don't know. Let's talk about this game.
It's called We're Not Really Strangers, and it's just a way to build some closeness and get to know people. I have it in my office for a reason, because I've had it with clients where they're just so clammed up, and I've played with them. So
do people respond well when you pull this out? Like, are people like, oh, yeah?
Yeah. And I also, I tell clients to get it too, because I have a couples version.
Oh, what's this version?
This is just like the baseline.
Okay.
For strangers, but we're not strangers.
We're not. I feel like I know a lot. Like, we know a lot about each other.
Yeah, but you'll get to know more.
Okay,
potentially.
I'm excited.
This. I mean, we could do the couples version.
We really should do that. Is that one like dirtier? Like, what is it?
You know, I don't remember, because I went through it with a couple clients a while ago.
The couples version?
Yeah, I didn't do it with them, but we kind of went through it. And we were like, you can, this might bring some closeness between you guys.
Got it. Okay. That they would bring the game back to their couple.
Yes. Yeah, they could use it for a date.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
We're going to start bringing some of our friends on and our friends.
Friends that we don't have.
And we're going to maybe play this game with some of them as like a way to open up too.
You know what it is too about like the title of our podcast and stuff? I wish for the friends that I want on this podcast, they don't live here. Like my friends that live in LA, of course I want them on and they'll come on. But like there are other friends that live in different states where I'm like, God, like.
Well, maybe we just need to go on tour.
I know.
We'll travel.
We'll travel.
That's actually a great idea. Should we do that?
Yeah. That'd be actually really fun.
We should do that. Do you still have friends from high school?
Oh my God, tons.
Okay.
I keep in touch with so many people from SOSIS.
Okay.
Shout out.
I hope they're all listening.
Every time. I have a couple people from
SOSIS
that listen. Hell yeah.
Okay.
I want to have some on.
Okay.
It'd be fun because SOSIS goes from 4th grade to 12th grade.
Okay.
And I started mid-year of 7th grade. So I got accepted late into the school year.
You're the new girl.
I was like really the new girl. And so I still have friends from that day. From basically.
That day.
They remember. They're like, oh, you had your like curly, like blonde hair or like orange hair.
Well, there's something like about being the new kid. Like you probably got a lot of attention.
I did, but I was like also shy. Like I wasn't like a cool new kid. I was kind of like I don't know. I was awkward.
I mean, we all were, right?
Yeah.
Middle school. 7th grade.
I was really awkward.
That's a rough year.
Yeah, I did not like it.
No. Middle school was pretty whack.
But I'm still friends with my friends from 7th grade. And in 9th grade, we had some new kids come in because of high school starting, people getting accepted. And I'm friends with those people that I met in 9th grade who came to SOSIS in 9th grade.
Yeah. So you have a lot of friends, it sounds like.
There's like some friends.
You're like, wait a second. Like once you start thinking about it, you're like, wait, I'm connected to a lot of people. It's just that the weekends come around and you're like, who do I hang out with? And you're just like sitting with your dog.
I hang out with the same like 3 people.
I hang out. Yeah,
I hang out with you.
Yeah, you and me hang out a lot.
Stacy.
Okay, cool. Love Stacy.
Amanda.
Okay. Have you seen them in a while?
I haven't seen Amanda in a while. She's She's busy. I don't know.
She's just a feather. She's out there.
She's out there. Yeah. She's going to be traveling to the Bahamas soon. That's why she can't record until March.
Oh my gosh. That's cool.
I know.
Is she solo tripping?
No, she's with one of her friends. She's
okay, cool.
One of her friends.
Not you, though.
Hot in here.
Dude, it's always hot in here.
I wish I was going to the
We
Bahamas.
should do
it. I want to swim with the pigs.
Oh my God. I want to do that.
Me too.
Pigs are so cute.
I love pigs.
I
want a micro
one.
pig.
Okay. I want a micro pig. Do you eat bacon?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We won't tell them.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't that like a non-kosher thing?
Yeah.
So you don't practice being kosher?
Fuck no.
Okay.
There's so many rules.
I thought there was like 2. It's like crustaceans on the ocean you can't eat.
Yeah, you can't.
And then pork. Okay.
But growing up, we had no pork in the house. And the only reason I ever had pork was with my grandparents. They're atheists.
They're Jewish atheists?
Yes. They were like,
that's
God
cool.
doesn't exist. But they're the Jews that are like, the Holocaust happened. How could God exist? Like, that's their level of like, our people died. So like, God doesn't.
I understand. Yeah.
God can't be real. Which I think if you believe in God, that wouldn't make sense. But so,
there's like people who believe in a very cruel God.
Yeah.
Too.
Well, yeah. I mean, based on everything, God just doesn't seem like a
True.
nice dude.
Yeah. He doesn't really seem like he gives a shit.
Yeah. I just think about like wars that have existed and how humans are, where I'm like, okay, if that's like by design.
I know.
What?
Honestly, if anything, it almost just seems like if there's a God, he's just kind of watching like us just fuck around and we're just fucked up. People are just like,
for sure. Up. You want to know something fucked up?
Yeah, I do. Really bad.
2 people that I've dated have become like born again Christians.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, do they need to find God?
Yeah, maybe you did that to them. 2?
2, not just one.
I feel like I know about 1 maybe.
Yeah.
But 2?
My first boyfriend.
Was he Jewish?
No.
Okay, so he was like
Christian, but he went to like a Christian school and everything, but he wasn't very Christian when we were dating. And then maybe 2 years after we broke up, like we hung out and he was like, I remember I like wanted to hook up and he was like, no. Like I'm
born again.
I'm born again. Like
he's a virgin.
Would you want to go to church so we can kind of explore that? I'm like,
yeah. Have you walked into a church?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I started to light on fire.
I was going to say, were you struck by lightning?
Yeah.
Damn, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
I actually have never dated anyone that has any kind of strong religious affiliation.
No one's become a born again?
Not a born again.
Why does it happen to me? I feel like my hands are shaking. I had too much caffeine.
You literally had 3 sips.
No, but I had coffee earlier.
Oh, you did? You did?
Yeah, so I think I'm like,
Yeah. You know what I've been doing? And it's actually been fucking with me and I'm done doing it. I've been putting a scoop of marshmallow fluff in my coffee every morning. Because I like...
I thought you were going to say pre-workout.
Oh my God. Yeah,
okay.
That I would do that though.
Marshmallow fluff, is it good?
So yeah, because like during Christmas, I had all these marshmallows. My dad sent me a care package with peppermint marshmallows.
That's so cute.
I know. My dad's so sweet. Cute. And so I put the marshmallows in my coffee because I was like hot cocoa, but it's like coffee.
Peppermint.
They're from Trader Joe's. It was the best. I mean,
really?
it was so good that when I ran out of the marshmallows, I was like, this is my new thing. To have marshmallow in my coffee.
Yeah.
So I went out and bought a jar of fluff. They don't call it fluff here. That's what they call it, Becky's.
Yeah,
but it's like
in the blue label, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it called?
This one is like Jiffy.
Oh, yeah.
Puff,
I want to say
Jet
it's like
Puff.
Jet Puff.
Jet Puff fluff or something.
I was going to say Jigglypuff, but that's Pokemon.
That's Pokemon. That's a different podcast. We'll get into our Pokemon obsession.
I'll bring my cards.
Yeah. Your Pikachu and Eevee collection. Those are your 2 favorites. Yeah. That's funny. But yeah, so then I was like, so every morning I wake up, I have my coffee and I put a scoop of marshmallow in it. And as someone who's like pretty into like fitness and health and like nutrition, all I'm doing every morning is spiking my insulin. Like literally I wake up.
A sweater that says
butter.
But I guess it's unsalted, so your blood pressure will stay.
Exactly. Well, do you understand the significance behind unsalted?
Is it? What?
There's a fucking... Is that a weather balloon?
It's a Chinese spy balloon.
It looks like a fucking spy balloon.
Do you remember when the spy balloons were happening?
I vaguely remember.
Yeah.
Wait, what is that, Nicole?
It just looks like a balloon.
Oh, I don't have my glasses.
An aluminum balloon.
Okay. I can't see shit.
Well, when it starts blowing up, just let me know.
Yeah, I will.
When you start seeing sparks.
I just got so distracted. That was like...
When it ignites.
Oh my God. You know me with my conspiracies. I'm like, They're after. That's fucking Diddy coming after us.
Okay, how would that link to Diddy though?
It wouldn't.
If
well,
in this
really,
conspiracy world that you live in.
Okay, so what I was thinking, I don't know why I said Diddy. I was thinking Beyonce since we didn't thank her. But you did
Beyonce.
at the end of that.
Wait, sorry. I cut you off. I acknowledged your butter because you're like, I'm into health and fitness. And I'm like, but you're wearing your butter shirt.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. Well, the first thing I was going to say is the unsalted part of it is just what bakers use, right? So like bakers don't use salted butter.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
like using unsalted butter. Anyways, no one cares. But the second thing.
I care.
I know you care. You're my little bacon buddy.
I'm your friend.
Yeah. You're my friend. You're my close friend.
I'm a real friend.
Yeah. You're like a little higher on the spectrum. Okay. Yeah. So basically just like I know that having like such a simple carb like sugar first thing in the morning is not good.
It's bad for your insulin. It's
really bad for your insulin, but
you like it. I love sugar in the morning.
Like a donut?
Yeah, I like pastries for sure.
Pastries are so good. I love a savory pastry though.
Like a ham and cheese croissant.
I literally was going to say that. Yeah. So good, but it's never enough.
No. I get sometimes too when I eat in the morning, then I get like more hungry.
Yeah. Like, if you don't have a complete breakfast.
I never do.
Yeah. I just had a sous vide bite, so.
Those are good.
Those are actually pretty good.
Was it the
good protein.
Bacon one?
No, they were like the egg white, roasted red pepper egg white.
Oh, I've never had the egg white one.
They're good.
Something about egg whites.
It's like health.
Yeah, I think it's boring or something.
It is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of butter in those.
You're good with
though.
like healthy stuff. Egg whites.
I've been better.
Yeah.
I think when you met me, I was like in my prime of like health and like macros and like hitting my protein. And we were fucking doing 2-a-days at the gym and shit.
Yeah. I was doing my macros with Sam, but I swear to God, like when I look back at those macros, I'm like, that was a lot of fucking food that she had me eating.
Yes.
Like
you were probably eating like over 2,000 calories a day, easily.
No, I calculated it and I think it was less. But if I were to do macros now, I would have the protein at the same or a little bit lower and then just
the problem is
carbs, I think.
You can't hit that protein number. I mean, they're like, get
disgusting.
120.
It was like for me, because I was bigger then, I was like at 140.
Yes.
It was 140 grams of protein. Like I remember like just eating a whole chicken.
You would just, and then that's not enough. You also have to supplement protein powder.
Yeah. It was
awful.
It was disgusting.
Yes.
But I kind of want to try it again.
Should we do it again? Should we just eat pure chicken? I've thought about that once. I was like, what if I just ate protein?
Honestly, all I like, though, are the legs and thighs of a chicken.
Why? You don't like the breast?
No,
that's
it's
the
fucking
protein.
Dry. It's so dry.
Well, you're not cooking it right.
Honestly, no.
Do you boil your chicken?
No.
I know this sounds insane. Boiling chicken makes it moist.
No, I actually really like boiling chicken. Like a boiled breast is way better and you put stuff on it. But it's like, I think it's such a fitness thing that it turns me off. Yeah.
It's because we went really hard.
I'd rather have thighs. I'd rather have thighs and legs and then have that hit the fat. I don't care.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
You know what I like to do though? Like to make like a good chicken salad, you get like a chicken breast and then you add Greek yogurt. So now you get double the protein.
That's true.
It's not kosher, right? Meat and dairy.
I'm not kosher.
I know. I'm just throwing it out there though.
Yeah, I'm over it though. I couldn't even imagine like having a salad now with like Greek yogurt and chicken. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
I like the way it makes me feel though when I'm like health.
You know where I felt the best when I was eating actually whole food plant-based. So it was just like no
whole food plant-based.
It was no processed foods.
Okay.
Like,
so none of the like Impossible Burger shit. Yeah.
Like
that stuff's bad.
Tofu. Yeah, it is bad. Also, it's fucking weird. It's like AI meat.
It is.
It is. Impossible is a totally AI meat.
It like can really like fuck your body
It's
up.
weird. And like not to be conspiracy, but this is my conspiracy.
Get in there.
Right? Like it makes me feel like it's like like this whole plant-based, big plant-based, big vegetable. Big vegetable.
I love that.
It's like there's so many food trends. Like, do you remember when like avocado was a trend? Like it was on socks. Like you get socks with avocados. It was like keychains. Remember that happened with bacon, kale,
pizza.
Yes, like you could just get a shirt that said kale.
Yes, I think it's a millennial thing. I think us as millennials, we're like,
We like signs.
Yes. And it's also like we need identifiers, and food is our identifiers.
Yeah,
we're like, I'm wearing a shirt that says butter. Like, I'm literally living the millennial food
I love
trend.
that. This episode is brought to you by Unsalted Butter.
Unsalted butter.
I
also love the word butter.
I like butter too. I actually love butter.
If you don't love butter, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
I swear to God, like, I love to say that I love waffles. Like, I'm obsessed with waffles. I eat them all the time. But really, I love that waffle is such a plain vessel for the amount of butter I can put on it.
Yeah, I love that.
I
With
love
some butter and like Nutella or something.
Oh, okay.
That. I love that.
Nutella's
I love butter
good.
with Nutella.
Are you a butter and jam person too?
Oh, yeah.
That stuff's that is like crack cocaine.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like a sweetened, buttery.
Yeah. But I like salted butter.
That is fair.
Yeah.
Because salted butter has its purpose when you're eating it.
Yeah.
But like if you're putting it in baked goods, I mean, honestly.
What does butter do in a baked good? Like what's the purpose of butter as a fat? It's just a fat.
Yeah, it's like a fat source. Honestly, it's really good, especially if you're making cookies or something. You use butter to cream, right? So like you're decrystallizing the sugar. So when you make cookies, you don't have to do this. Everyone does whatever the fuck they want. But like a really good batch of cookies, you're going to cream the butter and the sugar together. And that's going to kind of like, I'm going to use the wrong word. I don't know if emulsify is the right word, but it's going to kind of break down that sugar and create like a sugary, buttery yum. Then you add the eggs. Those are your like wet ingredients, right? And then
I had no idea that it helps with breaking down the sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I learned something new.
There's like this cool like graphic that I saw once that shows how cookies come out of the oven if you do certain different things. Have you seen that?
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because baking is a science.
It is.
You know?
It is. Melted butter versus like cold. Yeah.
Yes.
Something like that. Yeah. That's so true.
You're right. Melted butter is going to give you like a flatter, crisper cookie. Cold butter is going to give you like maybe a more raised cookie.
So crazy.
Yeah.
So
butter,
crazy.
Man.
It's a science. And not all butters are the same. Should we play this game?
I guess. I need a sip of coffee. I need my insulin to spike with this.
I honestly feel like the coffee ran through me so quick.
We just have like fucked up digest. I'm scared of this game, but here we go.
Okay. What are you scared of? What are you seriously the most scared of?
Okay. I have two things.
Okay.
One, the last time I played a card game, it was apples to apples, and I fucking hate apples. I know this is not the same game.
Not at all.
But I'm looking at it. And it looks the same, and it's giving me a little bit of PTSD because apples to apples, I just hate. Second, there's the unknown. I don't know what it's going to ask me. Is it going to ask me my deepest, darkest secret, and then I'm going to cry for the first time in 10 years while sitting on this podcast?
But like, you can also just be like, I don't want to answer that.
That's so boring. I would never do that.
You would never have a boundary?
I don't have boundaries. Not with my friends, Nicole. Come on. Maybe this is a good lesson in boundaries. All right, let's see what happens. Wait, can you tell me the rules first? I'm nervous. My heart's racing.
Really? I'm sweaty, but that's because it's hot. I think I have bad sweat marks.
Look
at that. Look at that.
I told you they would come.
That's crazy.
Just keep your arms down.
Honestly, this is like, I'm a Dio. It's on one fucking armpit.
Do you have that thing? You should get that laser thing.
No, you know what you can do? You can Botox your armpits.
I told you can Botox anything.
Whatever.
Speaking of, I want to get laser hair removal. Do you have that?
Okay, I can't get this out of here to go through the rules, but
I don't care about the rules.
Yeah,
just give a brief.
Who cares? Okay, it goes in stages 1, 2, 3.
Let's start with
the basic.
From
like, yeah, exactly.
I'm nervous, Nikki.
I'm nervous too. I want laser hair removal too, just to answer you.
Should we just do it? We should get a group on. Are you like cherry picking the questions?
No. I was just looking at the white ones, which I forgot what they are. So I'm we're just going to play We're Not Really Strangers half-assed.
Okay.
So level 1, this is like, I'm going to ask you a question.
I'm terrified.
This is perfect. Do you think I'm usually early, on time, or late to events? Explain.
You know what's so interesting? I actually think you're early. And I know you don't think that because you tell me all the time, I'm always late. Mm-hmm. But every time we've come for a podcast, you are here before me. Hours before me.
Not hours.
Okay. You set up. I have never even opened a light, I feel like. I've done nothing. I walk in and you have the entire fucking place set up. Every time.
That's so funny.
Like to the point where every single Saturday morning when we podcast, I say to myself, stop leaving your partner hanging and like fucking get there early so you can help her set up. And I don't. I'm still late every single time. And then I walk in and I'm like embarrassed that you've done all the work. So there's that. And then
so funny.
I think about when we would go to Barry's, you were always there in your car before I got there. Maybe you were closer to Barry's than I was.
I was closer.
Yeah.
I was way closer to the point where I felt bad.
Oh, really?
Sometimes I was like,
I love that we're both just like feeling bad constantly.
I know, but you were close to the CrossFit gym. So
yes, true. I was. I used to run there back when I was fit. But yes. And then other than that, I guess your parties, you're always like sending messages out.
Always late to my own party.
You're always like, please don't show up on time.
Yeah.
That cracked me up that first time that you sent me a text. You were like, I was getting ready to go. I was like, gotta be there at 4.
No.
It starts at 4. Gotta be there on time. And you send me like a personal text being like, do not show up on time.
Well, I'm late to a lot of things. I'm late when it's my family a lot.
Okay.
There's probably an unconscious thing going on. I'm just like, don't care.
Go. I don't want to go.
With work, it's rare. I don't like to be. I feel really embarrassed when that happens and I'm late. But the latest I've really been is like 3 minutes.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Damn. Interesting. Time is a very, like, being on time really shows, though, what kind of person you are and like what you, I mean, it's hard when you are unintentionally late. There are people that do not care about time, and so they are late. Like you're telling me if you show up to a party, that's fine.
Oh, I'm never going to a party on time.
But a dinner party, like if it's like a drinking party, there's no fucking way I'm showing up on time. That is just like embarrassing and awkward.
Yeah, dork early.
Yes, even though I am that person. I love how I'm saying I would never do that. I do that every time. Like, what am I talking about? It's like if the invite says 7 o'clock, I'm like, all right, I should be there at 6:55, which is honestly mortifying, but it's fine. Dinner party, though, it's like I want to show respect to whoever's cooking, whatever.
Also, how scary was that question?
It wasn't scary at all.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't about me. It was about you. I'll talk about you all day. Okay. Where do I pick one?
Yeah.
Don't look.
Well, that's not one. Hold on.
Oh, yes, it is.
I think those are like what? I don't know. I would have to look in the rules. Or maybe those are ones. I'm sorry. I fucked up.
Oh, God.
They
this
are
is mortifying.
I was lying.
You're going to love this. Actually, I don't know if you know this about me. On a scale of 1 to 10, how messy do you think my car is?
10.
1 being the cleanest. 10, complete disaster. Explain. 10?
No. Maybe an 8? Your van was pretty...
disgusting.
Your van, it doesn't say disgusting, right?
It says a disaster, which sounds worse.
See, no, disaster to me doesn't imply disgusting.
Okay.
When I think of disgust, I'm like, it's smelly, like I'm sitting on like dried food or liquids. Like, you know what I mean? Like yours just had like empty like bottles of
that sounds right.
water or like maybe an empty can of NoCo.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like me.
Shit everywhere. Like not a...
It's a 10. I'm like, wait till you walk into the parking lot and see my current vehicle. That still has shards of glass in it.
I literally was just going to say, I remember driving to your house when your window got smashed.
Yeah.
And I was like, that fucker's just like on the street.
Yeah.
Like didn't even cover anything or like sweep away the glass.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that's a fucking Target.
It is.
That's like some so there's this theory called the broken windows theory by Philip Zimbardo. And it's basically that if a place has broken windows, it's bound to be, messed with. And that is the case that if there's homes with broken windows, they're going to be vandalized more. They're going to be broken into more because it's just a welcoming.
Yeah. It says, hurt me.
Yes, exactly.
Come in. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. To be fair.
But you got it fixed.
I got it fixed.
Yeah.
To be fair, when it got broken into, it was literally the day that the fires broke out. Yeah. And so I called to get it fixed and they were like, there's a state of emergency. And so they were like, it'll take us a week and a half. And I also was like, I literally believe, I mean, we'll talk about the fires one day, but I literally believed the house was going down. So I was like, fuck this fucking car.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a very messy person in general. So,
I mean, I am too. Don't get me wrong. I am pretty messy. It's just in certain spaces, like my office, I'm not too messy and stuff like that.
But honestly, I usually have one place of mess and it's my car.
I'm messy.
Yeah. You are?
Yeah, I'm pretty messy.
Should we do another card?
Yeah, let's do another from 1. I think you're supposed to do like 10 and then you go, or 5. I can't remember, but let's just do, you want to go deeper?
Yeah, let's go deeper.
Okay, you want to go deeper?
I'm scared.
Okay.
Oh, now I'm more scared. Why am I so scared? We need to unpack why I'm scared.
Go for it.
I don't know how to do that. Okay, here we go. Let's just dive into it.
This is a wild card. I'm not going to do this, but I'll tell you what it says. Call someone you admire and tell them why you appreciate them. Put them on speakerphone. I don't know who I would call. Who would you call? Your dad?
Oh, I do. Yeah, I do admire my dad. I think it would really, maybe the first person I thought about was actually one of my friends.
Oh.
Like I thought of my friend Lucy, who I'm like obsessed with.
That's cute.
But yeah, my dad too. They're similar on like the same level of just like really pure hearted, great people.
Okay, let me get to another question.
Do another one.
Because that was a wild card. Boring.
Boring.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Ready?
You're smiling.
Do you think the image you have of yourself matches the image people see you as?
Are you asking me? Or is this to ask yourself?
I think this is to you.
Oh, geez.
It was just funny because I played this with John and stuff the other night. We played with a group of people and I was like, who's this to? Every time I read it, I was like,
are you reading it to yourself?
Yeah.
Wait, so repeat it.
Do you think the image you have of yourself matches the image people see as you? I mean, matches the image people see you as?
I don't think so.
Really?
At all. The feedback that I've gotten of how people view me is that I'm like very chill, very go with the flow, like fun, positive, like that kind of thing. I think that's how people view me. I think people trust me a lot. Like I definitely get a lot of people who like open up to me and share a lot of stuff with me, which is very interesting as well. And then I guess how I view myself, I am not calm. Like I feel like I am like constantly overthinking. But I think that's the thing is like, how can people view you? How you?
Yeah, like what do you want to put out there?
Yeah.
Like, what's the image of you that you have in your mind? I'm just asking you a separate question. Like,
yes. I guess that is the.
Yeah, like what's your image of you?
Wow, that's like a fascinating question.
Yeah.
I think of myself as curious. Like I definitely feel like the way I exist in the world is like curious and open and interested in everything. Like when I wake up in the morning, I am like genuinely happy to be alive and that I get to like experience the world. I think that on days where I'm not doing anything, I feel sad that I'm not experiencing something, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I could see that.
So I
could
think
definitely see that.
I think like I'm my best and I'm my most fulfilled when I am like meeting new people, experiencing something new, learning about something new. So I guess I would just like describe myself as like a curious cat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I it's funny because I would say more dog than cat.
Oh, tell me about that.
I think you're more open and fun, and I think of cats as like a little bit more reclusive.
Okay, you're right. I'm not very reclusive.
I don't see you as that.
Yeah.
But maybe internally you feel like there's a bit of cat. I don't know.
No. I think I just wanted an alliteration. That's why I used cat.
Like a curious cat.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, that's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, but I like how you have that. Like you are excited in that sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that's how I see you. I see you as like very like I think you have like a lot of gumption and courage and a lot of tenacity and will.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's so nice to hear. Thanks. You're fun too. Are you ready for number 2? I'm very messy. I have like old coffee cups in my car, so don't look at my car. I wish the person I wish the person that broke into my car like
cleaned it up.
Maybe just took some shit.
Maybe they could have cleaned it up a little bit. Yeah. That
honestly.
Been nice.
Oh, this is interesting.
Okay.
So I'm asking you this, okay?
Okay.
When you're asked, how are you? How often do you answer truthfully?
It depends who's asking. If it's like a friend, like a close friend, then I'll get into it.
You will?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But if someone not like to go full circle, like not so close, if I want to allude to like a little bit more, I'll just be like, oh, there's been a lot going on and, whatever. Something like that.
So you are pretty open.
I am pretty open, but I also sometimes just don't want to get into how I am. Because I feel like I'm always thinking a lot, and I think my thinking can impact sometimes my mood or perception of a certain thing. And so I'm
I get that.
I see that as like, it's my thoughts about something. It could be like more intrusive than it is like necessarily real.
Yeah, I get
like,
that.
If that makes sense.
It does, because I feel like with our relationship, like you're very intentional about when you do open up. Like you and me will have spent a good amount of time together in a day. And at the beginning, everything seems like, oh, everything's good, blah, 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 we're not talking about anything. And then by like the end, you're like, oh, this is what I'm going through right now. And it's like intentional. Maybe it's not intentional, but it's like you are definitely more open during maybe a window where the space is there. I don't know. Like,
yeah, I think I might have to warm up to it. Or sometimes I think I'm just like, I'm tired of like over processing things.
Yeah. Okay.
I've really been trying to just process most of things in therapy.
Like compartmentalize a little bit. Like, okay.
Yeah. Instead of being like this little thing, this little thing, this little thing.
It's hard not to do that.
Yeah.
I get that. How often are you going to therapy? Once a week?
I go once a week, but I have 2 therapists. So I have 2 different therapies.
And are you discussing different things with these different people?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Do they know about each other?
Yeah. Because one focuses on something else.
Okay, got it. I mean, to be able to also be like, I'm not going to think about this right now until I sit down for therapy, that takes a lot of practice, I'm sure.
I try. I've been really trying, because a lot of it is like anxiety or like sort of obsessive thinking. So I'm just like, okay, let me try and like contain that.
Yeah.
And wait.
So the answer is depends.
It depends. I'm sweating. Okay, are we on the last one?
Mm-hmm. Let's do 3. And then we're done because we're already an hour in.
Done. Reflection. Let's see. I keep getting the wild cards.
Get rid of those.
What do you admire most about me?
Ooh, okay. What do I admire most?
I don't know why I stuck my tongue out like that.
Oh, Nicole doesn't want me to be vulnerable about her. I feel this is like, it is hard to like.
Yeah.
It's also hard to hear things about yourself.
Yeah. I'm like, I'll evaporate now. Thanks.
Okay.
Can I hide while you
Do you want me to not look at you?
No, it's a good girl.
You know what I admire is that you're not scared to do the things that you say you're going to do.
I want to laugh.
You can laugh because
I'm not scared to
do the things that you say you're going to do.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like when we first met, maybe it's like our personalities coming together, but like we are definitely like ideas people when we come together. Like it started with, hey, let's wake up and go to the gym every morning, and we did it. And then it was like, let's go to fucking Barry's even though we hate our lives. And we just did it, like, and then a month ago we were like, let's do a podcast. Yeah. Like I've met so many people that, especially in a creative space, that there's a lot of talk and a lot of let's do this, let's do that, let's make this, but the things don't happen. And every single thing that you and me have talked about, like you are a person that does what you say you're going to do.
I want to do it. That's really sweet. That's very sweet because I don't see myself. There's things that I've said I want to do and I still haven't done it, but that doesn't mean I won't do it.
Yes.
But I appreciate that, and I'm glad we did something like this because I think it was your idea.
Was it?
Actually, yeah, you were like, I want to do a podcast, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. Mm-hmm. And like I've always said, if I could just make money talking shit, I would love to do that.
we're halfway there.
So we're doing it.
We've purged a lot of money talking shit so far.
Yes, we're in the red.
We're in the red,
but it's worth it.
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah. I also, another thing I admire about you is you cultivate like a space in our friendship where I feel like I trust you. Aww. Like I definitely overshare most likely, but I don't feel like I do because we're friends, so it doesn't matter.
So surprising. I never feel like you overshare.
Okay, good. But like I feel like safe just to be like, even the dumb shit, like the embarrassing shit, I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
I have fun with you.
Yeah, I have fun with you too.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to cross my legs now because I'm like, I need to self-soothe.
I know. I was like, I felt like when you were answering, I was like, I like looked cross-eyed and stuff. Like, ugh.
Why are we like this?
I don't know. I feel that way a lot.
We'll like embarrass ourselves on the internet. Like some of the shit we put out is so embarrassing, yet saying nice things about each other like makes our insides.
It's really vulnerable.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to pull a 3 for you.
Go for it.
I'm scared. If I get a wild card, is it white? Oh,
what?
It's boring.
Okay.
All right, but maybe.
Well,
What am I most qualified to give advice about?
Well, baking for sure. we know that like unsalted butter is the way to go for baking, and it is going to help with the crystallization or decrystallizing or breaking down the sugar's chemistry.
Someone's going to fact check this and be like, "That's not."
Do you know chemistry?
Actually,
I know. Whenever someone's is like, actually,
you know how many texts I get after they listen to our podcast that are like, actually.
When anything starts with actually, I'm like
fucking kill me.
I know. I hate an actually.
Actually.
Well, did you okay. So what are you most qualified to give advice about? Okay. So the easy way, like the baking one, sure. The reality TV, sure. Like giving advice on like maybe setting up this. Like
yeah.
Like, but if I really think about it, you've done some really cool things, and I think that you're really qualified to give advice on like how do you get through a really big thing? Like I think about your biking trip, and I remember you were saying when Melissa was here, you were like, I just looked at it as like I'm going on a bike ride every day. And when you said that, I was like, oh, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
I guess that's how you would kind of break that down. So I think that like you are very good at looking at a big thing and figuring out actually you're really good at figuring out the production of something.
Yeah.
And I think you are qualified to give advice on how do you produce something, whether it be a goal, a product, or a show. And I say product because one time I brought up to you a cake that I wanted to make and you were like, this is so simple. These are all the things we need to do. And everything was outrageous. It got to the point of like, you're like, we would just have to get a candy machine or a cotton candy machine for that part. It's like, what the fuck? A cotton candy machine for the fucking cake? But my point is,
I wish we did that.
We will.
Okay.
And we will document it.
Okay.
That is part of, I think, producing something great.
Yeah.
And how you are able to see it as easy when someone can be so overwhelmed by that and so caught in the weeds of it, you are able to break it down in a way where I think someone can and feels inspired to do it and hopefully will do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Wow, that feels good. Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
You're welcome. Okay.
I can't look at you.
You want to die now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, when people are nice to you, it's hard.
Yeah.
I can't take. I can't.
Going?
No, I'm scared.
So, like, this is what I really.
I really like your face and your Botox and your hair extension.
I can keep
no,
going.
I can't. I actually can't take compliments. I'm uncomfortable.
Okay.
How do you feel?
I feel good.
Okay, good.
Glad we played this game.
Oh my God, I'm terrified. No, this was a fun game. I liked it too.
Yeah. You're like, this is so much fun.
This is so fun.
You're gonna buy it. I know you will.
Oh yeah, I'm already in.
Yeah. You actually already bought it.
This is mine. I'm actually going to take this. I'm a klepto, so this is mine now. I'm just going to, and where's the couples one so I can.
You can take that
I can
too.
grab that too.
Exactly. Well, this was fun.
This is so fun.
Okay.
And I'm Tarryn.
I'm Nicole. Oh, fuck. Yeah, forgot about that.
One day we'll say our
We
names,
didn't even
but
start with that.
it's all right.
Did I say Nicky G?
I always say Nicky G because I love it.
I'll say Nicky G.
Okay.
But you're Tarryn. You're not saying Tarryn T.
Well, that's not my last name.
Why the fuck?
I like Tarryn T.
Because Tarryn's a T.
But Tarryn R does not have a ring.
Wait, what's your middle name? Marie?
No.
Anna Marie.
What?
I don't know. I thought it was like.
It's Elizabeth. So yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
I think it's. I think
it's time.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
All my friends are fucking weird, all my friends are fucking freaks, and all my friends are fucking nuts, but they're all fucking friends of me, 'cause all my friends are